everybody. I wanted to talk about this problem. Cane Company here gives you a lot of information that you don't need. They are trying to consider whether or not to produce their own product or let the supplier that's offered to manufacture it for them for $152 do it for them. That's a make or buy problem. So the strategy for a make or buy is to see what's going to go away and compare it to what the vendor would charge you. So what's going to go away? Well, your variable production costs are going to go away. You don't need materials or labor or cleaning supplies and nails and whatever's in variable overhead. You don't need that. Do you need variable selling? Whether you make alpha or whether somebody else makes alpha, you still got to sell it. So that is not different between alternatives and therefore is not relevant to this particular decision. So it's not on here. Traceable fixed means that fixed costs are related to a single part of the business. So traceable fixed for alpha is just things that are used by alpha. So a piece of equipment or some sort of an item that's depreciated is just belong to alpha. And if you don't make alpha anymore, that thing goes away. So that's what this traceable fixed is. There's a little twist here that I'm not sure is entirely obvious, and that is that the traceable fixed was calculated. Of course, fixed costs are lumps. They're not per unit. We can express it per unit, but the volume you use matters because it's actually a chunk. So to get it into per unit, you have to divide by some kind of volume. Here, the volume they're using is capacity. So even though they're going to be buying and stop making 98,000 units, that traceable fix was calculated based on that capacity. So that makes a difference here. They could have calculated traceable fix based on current production level or capacity, but they have to tell you which so that you could know, or they could just give you the total, which would be even easier, that the total fixed of 4,224,000 is traceable to alpha, and then you would know that's the total amount. So anyway, here's the total cost that would go away. So how much it is per unit times the units with the capacity being used for traceable fixed. And then the vendor cost, of course, you're only going to buy the 98 at 152. And so the disadvantage of buying it is the 578. All right, and remember that they want the disadvantage as negative. All right, let me know if you have a question.